From the kingdom of necessity to the kingdom of freedom. Xiefeng. The conclusion that everything is inevitable can lead many people to feel discouraged and resistant. If everything is inevitable, then will lying in bed all day earn me a PhD? Will spending my days watching TV make me a billionaire? Will wandering around aimlessly turn me into a celestial being or a Buddha in paradise? Will committing all kinds of crimes make me a president? If everything is inevitable, what is the value and meaning of studying, working, and striving? I want to say that it's not up to you. Since everything is inevitable, you are bound to study, work, and strive. You won't be able to stop yourself. All our actions and words have long been programmed. When you need to relieve yourself, you must find a restroom. If your desires aren't satisfied, you will suffer. When you enter a meeting room, you must speak appropriately. When you enter a classroom, you must sit and listen to the teacher. You won't run onto the podium to make a ruckus. When parents or elders are present, you won't make love to your partner. You won't place dog feces on the dining table as food. You won't, without reason, drive your car off a cliff, nor will you shoot at a police officer for no reason. Think about it, how much freedom do you really have? Can you escape the constraints and programming of inevitability? A story has a plot, and actors must perform according to the director's instructions. Chess pieces on a board must obey the moves of the player. When we search for information online, we must strictly follow the computer's network protocols. Each person is an actor playing a different role, each person is a chess piece in the game of the program, and escape is impossible. Relying solely on one's own energy and wisdom, it is absolutely impossible to escape the program. To escape, one needs the help of the program's designer. All life operates within a corresponding, inevitable program and resides within the kingdom of necessity. How can one then move toward the kingdom of freedom? The world of birds, relative to the insect world, is a kingdom of freedom. The world of carnivores, relative to the herbivores, is a kingdom of freedom. The human world, relative to the animal world, is a kingdom of freedom. The world of celestial beings and Buddhas, relative to the human world, is a kingdom of freedom, and the celestial islands continent, relative to the 1,000-year world and 10,000-year world, is a kingdom of freedom. Why must rural children attend school? Because only by going to school can they hope to break free from the relative isolation of the rural environment and enter broader fields. Why do people take university entrance exams and pursue postgraduate, master's, and doctoral studies? Because the higher the degree, the richer the knowledge, the more flexible the thinking, and the wider the living space, leading to greater freedom. Why do people strive to earn money? Because once they have money, their range of activities expands greatly, making life relatively freer. Why do we engage in self-improvement and cultivation? Because this is the necessary path from the kingdom of necessity on earth to the kingdom of freedom, such as the 1,000-year world, the 10,000-year world, and the Elysium world. Pigs raised in pens, no matter how clever or lively, cannot escape the kingdom of necessity. Birds kept in cages, no matter how beautifully they sing or how lovely their feathers are, can only hop around within the cage. Pigs need human help to leave the pen, birds need human help to fly out of the cage, and humans need divine mercy and the help of gods and Buddhas to escape the constraints of the earthly kingdom of necessity. If you draw 16 concentric circles of varying sizes on paper, the smallest circle represents the inflamed space, followed by the frozen space, the nether world, the pant world, the animal world, the human world, the 1,000-year world, and the celestial islands continent, among others. Each circle is an inevitable program within the kingdom of necessity. Escaping one circle leads to entering a relatively wider and freer kingdom of freedom. Escape from the three realms, not within the five elements. The five elements form a self-contained, closed system. Only by escaping this closed system can one avoid being bound by it. Those who emigrate are no longer subject to the laws and regulations of their original country. Former civil servants are no longer restricted by civil service regulations. After relocating far away, one is no longer bound by old ties, customs, and habits. Leaving the human world for the 1,000-year world means escaping from earthly programs and manipulation. How does one escape the constraints of the human kingdom of necessity to enter the relatively free realms such as the 1,000-year world? By relying on the greatest creator, on gods and Buddhas, and on guides. Lifechanyuan was established for this very purpose. Prisons are part of national constitutions and laws. To break out, external forces must cooperate effectively. But the most terrifying prison is not the physical one, it is the prison of thought and spirit. Without breaking out of this mental prison, one cannot escape the grand prison of the human world. To better understand the operation of this grand prison, I introduce the concept of Satan as a convenient explanation. The human world is Satan's program, managed by Satan. Satan will go to great lengths to maintain the program's effective operation and will not allow us to easily escape. Many people are accomplices of Satan. They speak of wisdom without addressing the principles of life, burdening us with countless rules and restrictions that bind our freedom, thus hindering us from enjoying life and delaying our life journey. Therefore, we need the power of the Source, relying on the guidance and help of Jesus and Shakyamuni to break out of this prison. How to proceed? By following the values of Lifechanyuan.